So Kell Brook will be taking on Mark DeLuca at the weekend in the super welterweight division. Now obviously Kell Brook is a natural welterweight. He does struggle making the weight, but he also has struggled with his discipline over his career. So this is not necessarily Kell Brook's natural weight. So will he go down? Will he stay at this weight? Personally, after this fight, I would like to see him go back down to welterweight because I just think that there are too many sharks up at super welterweight and they are a lot bigger than Kell Brook. This guy, Mark DeLuca, you can just see the muscle mass on him. He is bigger than Kell Brook. Now, Kell Brook is looking lighter, especially when you compare Kell Brook now to the Zarafa fight. Kell Brook is definitely leaner and lighter now. Now, obviously, this fight with Mark DeLuca isn't going to be easy. Mark DeLuca has a winning record, 24 wins and 1 loss. So this guy is a winner. He's an ex-Marine as well. So he's a tough guy. And Kell Brook explained if he does not dispatch him in the manner that he believes he is able to, then he will call it a day. This is a fight to really see where Kell Brook is. Is he at the end of his career or does he have years left? And after those eye socket injuries in the Gennady Golovkin fight and the Errol Spence fight, how much has that really taken out of Kell Brook? And how much does he really have left? Because he moved up in weight and Gennady Golovkin was just knocking guys over at that point. And if one of the best middleweights ever wasn't a big enough task for Kell Brook, he was also jumping up 2 weights against a destructive Gennady Golovkin. So there was only really one way that fight was going to go. It felt like Kell Brook was being chucked to the sharks a little bit in that fight because it was an extremely dangerous fight. And I mean, I don't like to say he had no chance in the fight, but he had very little chance. So that was kind of a pointless fight for Kell Brook, although he's shown his heart and steel by going up and facing Gennady Golovkin, when many natural middleweights were not up to the task. So you have to give Kell Brook credit for that. Also, then he came back down to fight Errol Spence, so he had to make weight again, make welterweight. And I believe that was very difficult for Kell Brook. He didn't find that very easy coming back down to 147 to fight Errol Spence. And that fight, I mean, he fought well, he was winning on the scorecards, but it was just in the later rounds. It looked like he was getting manhandled and pushed back by Errol Spence. The first time I have ever seen anyone do that to Kell Brook in the welterweight division. I don't think even Sean Porter managed to do that. He was getting manhandled by Errol Spence. And after that fight, Kell Brook ended up going up in weight to 154 and fighting Rabchenko, who he dispatched in great fashion, and you could see the power and the strength back again. Kell Brook was back to his old ways. But the only thing is, he was a lot smaller than Rabchenko. There was a big size disparity in that fight, and there will be in the fight with Mark DeLuca. Now, obviously, Mark DeLuca is not a world beater. He is nowhere near the levels of a Charlo, and Kell Brook knows that. That is why he knows he must dispatch him in great fashion if he wants to go to that level, which I don't think he should. I think he should come back down to welterweight. It's not going to be easy for him making the weight, but I just think that that's a better weight for Kell Brook because I think that the guys down there would be easier for Kell Brook to handle than those big guys back at 154 because Kell Brook is the perfect size for a welterweight. He is a very small super welterweight when you consider the size of those guys up there, nearly 6 foot. And those guys are fresh with very little miles on the clock, whereas Kell Brook is coming towards the end of his career. So if he wants to become a 2-time world champion, his best bet is at welterweight. And that is why I believe he is looking leaner, a little bit more ripped and ready to go back down to 147. I think he will come in lighter for this fight with Mark DeLuca. Now obviously everything is on the line for Kell Brook. We are really going to see where he is at and how much he has left in this fight with Mark DeLuca at the weekend. Don't miss it, it's going to be an incredible fight. Kell Brook always gives value for money. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Kell Brook versus Mark DeLuca. Let's see how much Kell Brook still has left. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.